You're watching KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island.
KOLN-KGIN TV, Nebraska's News Trust, presents the final edition of the evening news, sports, and weather.
And a very pleasant good morning and welcome to our first newscast of 1985. Despite slick roads and the probability of more...
From KOLN Lincoln, KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News, the Weekend Report, with Rob McCartney and Mary Jane Bruce. Sports with Jeff Schmall and Chad Myers' exclusive AccuWeather forecast.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. From
KOLN Lincoln, KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News Tonight.
Workers from across the state rally over proposed changes in the state's workers' compensation law. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Their protest, however, fell on mostly...
From KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. New developments today in the death...
From KOLN Lincoln, Nebraska's capital city, and KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News This Morning.
Good morning and welcome to 1011 This Morning. It's Thursday, June 19th. I'm Gemma Gaudette.
Good day. I'm Mark Haka, and Lincoln is...
From KOLN Lincoln, Nebraska's capital city, and KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News.
Now is next.
From KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island, 1011 brings you News Now.
Good evening, everyone.
Would you sell one of your prized possessions to buy gas? The high prices are forcing some people to do just that.
A tiny bug makes its annual appearance early. Find out what the city is doing to control the midgie problem.
And the Husker football team is losing another player. We'll have the details next on News Now.
From KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island, 1011 brings you News Now.
If you are griping over gas prices, you're not alone. In the last month, prices have gone up 39 cents.
You're watching 1011 News Now at 10 with Cerise Cole and John Vanderford.
Opens up. Stand by 1, ready to zoom. Start your zoom. Open their mics and one's up.
Lincoln residents affected by Mayor Chris Butler's budget.
From KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News at noon.
Lincoln. Meanwhile, Professor Ernie Goss of Creighton University.
From KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island, this is 1011 News at 10.
When first
You're watching First News Nebraska with Chad Silver, Erica Talon, and meteorologist Brad Anderson. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You're watching First News Nebraska with Bonnie Bowman, Bill Steckes, and meteorologist Tony DeGrand. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You're watching 1011 News at noon with John Vanderford and meteorologist Brad Anderson. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You're watching 1011 First at 4 with John Vanderford, Taryn Vanderford, and meteorologist Brandon Rector. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Live from our studios in Lincoln and Grand Island, 1011 News at 5 starts now.
First responders will get some...
You're watching 1011 News at 6 with Owen Jensen, Bridget Fargin, meteorologist Brandon Rector, and sports with Kevin Suits. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com. You're watching 1011 News at 6 with Vanessa Flowers, Dave Roberts, meteorologist Ken Shemek, And sports with Matt Santa Maria. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com. Nebraska Central News at 9 on My TV with Sarah Gake, Dan Koob, and meteorologist Ken Shevik.
Live from our studios in Lincoln and Grand Island, 1011 News at 10 starts now.
A multi-million-dollar proposal, the Nebraska soccer and tennis complex. We've got the details.
If you're looking for a puppy, a warning. Watch where you buy it from.
But first, our top story on 1011 News at 10, a full-blown manhunt after an inmate busts out of custody.
Well, this is Lincoln, and you don't expect that kind of an investigation or that kind of issue going on.
His freedom was short-lived. Good evening, I'm Bridget Farjan.
And I'm Owen Jensen. It took 2.5 hours.
You're watching 1011 News, voted best newscast by the Associated Press.
You're watching 1011 News at 10 with Owen Jensen, Bridget Farjan, meteorologist Tony DeGrand, and sports with Adam Kruger. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com. You're watching 1011 News at 10 with Vanessa Flowers, Dave Roberts, meteorologist Tony DeGrand, and sports with Matt Santa Maria. Get 1011 News anytime at 1011now.com.
Live from our studios in Lincoln, 1011 News at 10 starts now.
A dog shot and killed by a police officer. Tonight we're learning more about the dog's past history with law enforcement.
Live from our downtown studios, 1011 North Platte News starts now.
More banks will call North Platte home, find out what's driving the interest.
Plus, 1011 is new in town. We'll have a behind-the-scenes look at our new home.
And scammers not...
Your news on your time. This is My News at 9, starting now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Stephanie Crease, and welcome to My News at 9.
Live from our studios in Lincoln, your news leader. 1011 News at 10 starts now.
First came the siren, then reports of a funnel cloud.
Hurry, guys, hurry!
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now, First at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to First at 4. I'm Courtney Johns. Authorities have a student...
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 This Morning.
Welcome to 1011 This Morning. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Shelby Fenster.
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now at noon.
Thanks for joining us for 1011 Now at noon. I'm Shelby Fenster. Light snow has been falling this morning. And
live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now at 5.
Coming up, the end of an era for Nebraska athletics. He was fired in 2014, and this month he'll get his last paycheck.
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now at 6.
Coming up, the latest on a shooting outside a Lincoln movie theater last night that left 2 teenagers in critical condition.
Plus, more evidence of...
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now at 10.
Coming up on 1011, one Nebraska family, 3 members in the hospital with COVID-19. They're warning.
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 This Morning.
Welcome to 1011 This Morning. Thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Laura Hall.
And I'm Brian Schaffer. Good morning. Here's what we have.
Well, we are certainly glad to have you here for another edition of Pure Nebraska. I'm John Vanderford.
And I'm Taryn Vanderford, and all of LPS back to school today.
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now at noon.
Thank you for joining us for 1011 Now at noon. I'm Brian Schaffer. A bicyclist's injuries are not.
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now, First at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to First at 4. I'm Taryn Vanderford. It is primary day and 2.
Live from Lincoln, this is 1011 Now at 5.
Coming up, from school safety to mental health, we're discussing.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 now at 6.
Coming up, an award-winning campaign, Visit Nebraska, takes home.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 now at 10.
Coming up, a months-long case of Medicare fraud with scammers targeting an.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 this morning.
Welcome to 10/11 this morning. Thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Brian Schaffer. Good morning. Here's what we have coming up.
We are glad to have you with us for another edition of Pure Nebraska. I'm Taryn Vanderford. John is at the annual Nebraska Farm Bureau Foundation Golf Club.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 News at noon.
Thanks for joining us for 10/11 News at noon. I'm Megan Conway. The Nebraska State Patrol broke ground today.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 News at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to First at 4. I'm Taryn Vanderford. The Federal Reserve announced today it is.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 News at 5.
Coming up, it's a tradition that lights up the night sky and fires up the fans. The story behind.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 News at 6.
Coming up, a stark contrast of life in this war-torn country. We're hearing from Ukrainians about their hopes for the future.
Live from Lincoln, this is 10/11 News at 10.
Coming up, preparing for an emergency at the airport, be it the runway or the terminal. A look at how LNK.
You're watching KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island.